Welcome, everyone, to day one of the 5-day anti-aging Ayurvedic spring cleanse. Well, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it'll be a fall cleanse. Nonetheless, it is a time for a reset. My intention is for you to really experience these 5 days as kind of a portal, if you will, to step into a brand new phase of your life. Experience these 5 days as kind of a portal. If you, I'm just gonna, sorry, it's being live streamed. And so let me just close that. Okay. So yeah, because there's so much new beginnings energy that the universe is giving us. And I'm sure you're feeling it wherever you are on this planet Earth. And a lot of, out in the world, but also in your personal life, right? So you can use this cleanse as truly a physiological, psychological, emotional, and energetic tool to make that shift. Because as you all know, physiology is psychology. And so one of the greatest ways to create that shift is to really make a shift in your physiology. So last time in the preparation for the cleanse call, we talked about how to structure your cleanse, but maybe you didn't make it to that call. So I'll do a little recap, okay? Because it is very important to get an overview of how to structure it. So there are 4 main phases to the cleanse, right? So first 2 days, because we're doing a 5-day cleanse, and it can be 6 days if you wish, but I like odd numbers, so I chose to do 5 days. And first 2 days, that'll be today and tomorrow, if you're doing it with me. And if you choose to do it at another time, anyway, the first 2 days will be your preparation phase. And these are the days when you are easing into the active phase of the cleanse. So preparation is very, very important. As I think that Benjamin Franklin once said, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. And so it is in the preparation phase that you kind of set both the physical stuff. You're going to get the stuff on the shopping list. You are going to set your environment. And very importantly, you're going to set your mindset, right? The mindset is so important for the cleanse. Even if you're not going to do the full-on physical cleanse, I would invite you, since you're here with me, to really just set your mind for this journey that you'll be going on with us together. And if you don't have all the stuff, you can just also take this as an energetic and inner reset. That will also work as well, right? And if you do choose to do the full diet part of the cleanse reset, then I have shared the documents of the shopping list as well as the preparation document with you. So you can open that if you like, so you can see what's included. Okay, let me just let people in the room here. Okay, enter, admit all. Okay, so I think I can do a screen share here. Okay, so hang on, bear with me once as I do the screen share with you. There we go. Okay, so this is the shopping list of things if you're doing the full-on cleanse here. And I want to highlight for you the absolute important things to have, and then like the nice to have things, right? Separate the necessary from the nice to have. So I would highly recommend you have the Triphala powder. And if you're in another country, then it might be difficult to get access to the Triphala powder. I'm not sure if I can offer you a alternate. Triphala is truly one of the amazing cleansers it is cleanser, and also it is a rejuvenative, which makes Triphala a very rare rare gem in Ayurvedic medicine. That's why it's used so commonly, because it is a great balancer, not just a great cleanser. So it's a mild laxative. It is an antioxidant. It is a toner as well as a cleanser. So ideally, we'll be taking 2 tablets of Triphala at the end of your cleanse day. And you can even start taking it now if you have it. 2 tablets with room temperature or, drinkable hot water. So that is Triphala, I would say, is one of the important things to have. And then the total balance. the total body cleanse is also a very important thing to have, because it will help you not just cleanse the colon, but also cleanse the liver and other organs as well. So total body cleanse is also would be wonderful to have. If you're outside of the United States, it might take a few, a little bit longer for the shipped items to come. Check in the Amazon in your country to see if Amazon might have a faster shipping for you. So check Bunyan Botanicals is the certified organic company that I use and recommend. And these links are not affiliate links. Don't worry, I'm not looking to gain anything from these products, but they're simply the best items to have that I found on the market. And then the tongue cleanser is definitely optional, but it is, in the morning, you can start it right now. Like when you go to the bathroom mirror and just stick your tongue out, and if there is a thick white coating or yellow coating, if there's any coating on your tongue, this is a good indication that a physical cleanse, a very, it's a good indicator that you should actually do the dietary physical cleanse as a reset, because that means you have toxins, or ama, as we call in Ayurveda, accumulated in your system. So check, do a little diagnostics today, tomorrow, when you get up in the morning to see, because that coating means your digestion has not been complete. Yeah. So, and these, the detox digest, these are all optional. The oils, they're optional, but I would say they're very nice to have optionals. Okay, so the sesame oil, if you are a Vata constitutional type, sunflower oil, if you are of Pitta constitutional type, and Kapha, if you are sesame oil, if you're a kapha type. Now, how do you know what type you are? You can take the dosha quiz that I have for you, that is on visionaryyoga.com, visionaryyoga.com/dosha quiz. DOSHAQUIZ. I'll put it in the link below the replay video here. If you didn't get all that, visionaryyoga.com/dosha quiz. So at least very quick and easy dosha test to take to get your primary doshic type. Okay, and then so I would say the Khichdi kit, or if you don't want to get the kit, and if you already have like rice, basmati rice, for example, in Ayurveda, we create something known as Khichdi. And on day 3 of our challenge, I'm going to be doing a mini cooking class with you to show you exactly how to make that Khichdi. So it would be nice if you have it. Again, if you don't have it all now, don't worry. You can, the replay will be there for you. And you can, look at the tutorial when it comes time for you to do the actual active phase of the cleanse. So Khichdi is definitely the food that we will be kind of doing a mono diet on during the main phase, the active phase of the cleanse. So what is Khichdi composed of? It's basically basmati rice, and I would say organic basmati rice, brown or white? That's a good question, but I would say actually go. Somebody's drawing on the. Can you Solomon? Can you not do that? Thank you. I don't know how you became the admin, but yeah, please don't do that. The sorry, who's speaking? Hey there. Yeah, can you all mute yourself? Yeah, because it's being live cast. Okay, so yeah, and thanks so much. All right, so just go back to the screen share here. Okay, so the Khichdi spice mix, that's something would be nice to get so that you don't have to get multiple different types of spices. It all is in one Khichdi spice mix, nice. And these are all tridoshically balancing, energetically balancing for all 3 doshas, and not too spicy, right? And not too cooling either. So, and it will make your Khichdi that much more tasty. So I recommend that. It will also help you to digest. And why do we use Khichdi? Khichdi is a divine food, really, that is that is designed to keep your whole being in balance. So it is not imbalancing for either the Vata, Pitta, or Kapha body types, right? And so the idea is to not stress your digestive system, but really keep your while giving you the complex carbohydrates that will not spike your blood sugar, but keep you on an even keel, and also not deprive you of the protein. So you get the vegetarian protein that you need through the yellow mung dal. And they're both cooked with ghee, which helps your digestion. So khichdi will be the mono diet, yeah, and then on day 3 we'll be cooking that together. So optional to have is also the rolled oats for organic oatmeal in the morning if you want a variety.
Cool.
Yeah, so that would be wonderful to have if you have not the instant ones where you microwave. Ideally, it would be better to do the real oatmeal. Yeah, not the whole oatmeal, not the instant kind. What else? So basically, that's pretty much it.
Is
You
that
just need,
for the fruits and vegetables?
yeah, exactly. So who's asking the question? Yes, sure. I can, if you've unmuted yourself, I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to share your question with me? Okay, you're mute. Okay. So so let me move on. So that's the stuff, right? Now I wanted to really share with you yeah, pretty much an overview of the 5 days we have together. Like, what are we doing these 5 days, right? So today is about the preparation phase of what to eliminate from your diet. And it's a pretty simple list of things, right? And then tomorrow it's going to be really the daily routine during the active cleanse phase. So the daily routine is important because it's not just about the substance, but it is about how you are, being during your active cleanse. So that we talked about on the preparation day, that the cleanse is really about, the cells, which are kind of like this right now, to allow them to open up. And it's very important that you have a healing routine in place for you, so that it holds you, right? You're creating a sacred kind of a container for you to do your cleanse. So that we'll be discussing tomorrow. And then on day 3, it's about the diet during the cleanse. And I'd love to do this Ayurvedic cooking class to share with you how to create this khichdi. And that'll be fun. I'll have my laptop set right by my kitchen so you can actually see what are the ingredients, how to, it should, don't worry, it's not rocket science and not trying to create any fancy, French cuisine or anything. It is very easy to do. So don't worry about that. But it'll be nice if you have the material, if you want to do the, the cleanse together with me. Day 4 is going to be a healing experience, because that's deep in your active cleanse phase. And it's my intention for you to really allow yourself to practice deep conscious relaxation, and that'll be wonderful to do. And then day 5 it's called, from cleanse to clarity, and it's really your portal to step into and it's like a rebirth day, and connecting with the energy of your vision, the energy of your intention of stepping into this brand new phase of your life. And it's very, very timely because I talked about how astrologically the universe is really conspiring for us to have a brand new beginning at this time. So I'm really excited for you to go on this journey together. And so let's talk about really what it entails. So I want to talk about it in kind of 4 dimensions of this preparation phase of the cleanse. So one is obviously the physical preparation, get the shopping list of stuff, have those things on hand. And right now, as you start the cleanse, there are a list of things that would be very nice to eliminate. And I use this language because guilt is actually a toxin in itself, isn't it? And I think when it comes to diet, I want to be really sensitive about if you feel guilty because you are not able to release these things, it's actually worse, right? So I want you to just give yourself a moment and go, no guilt, right? Just release it. Do what you can. Do what you can. There's a different level of preparedness for everybody. And some of you are like, I'm ready for the full on, like, let's do it. I'm ready to shift all the way 100%. And some of you are like, I'm still, so that's okay. Do what you can. Do what you can and, give yourself, be compassionate with yourself, please, and if you're a person who's been living on like 10 cups of coffee a day, I'm not going to tell you to go, cold turkey and just stop everything unless you truly want to, right? It's so, it's better to do a gradual shift, right? So it is recommended to, eliminate things that tax your system, like coffee, caffeine, tobacco products, alcohol, any recreational drugs. New York, marijuana became legal, and we're smelling that in every block. So, it is, it's become legal, but during the cleanse, it would be really good to to step away from it if it's possible. Yeah. And you want to also reduce your yes. I'm going to be let's hold for question at the end, right? So I just have a few minutes longer, so let me just lay out the information, and then at the end we'll take the questions. Okay. So number one, so eliminating the refined processed foods, which it's become, I think, especially if you live in the city, it's very possible that all of your meals have been, processed foods. So you're really encouraged to try to eat as many simple whole foods as possible. Yeah. So fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds. And I want to just kind of share with you some of the fruits and vegetables for each of the body types. So if you do the test, again, that's visionaryyoga.com/dosha quiz. And the result is that you're a Vata dominant person. Then the fruits that's wonderful for Vata types to have on hand are bananas, ripe bananas, okay? Astringent bananas, unripe bananas are not good for Vata. So ripe bananas, berries, cooked apples, right? Apples are good, but apples tend to be astringent. So cooked apples are actually better for Vata people. Dates, not dry dates, but fresh dates. Figs, again, fresh figs, right? And grapes, mangoes, ripe mangoes, ripe melons, oranges, papayas, peaches, plums, strawberries. These are wonderful for Vata types. For Pitta types, main thing is to avoid sour fruits. So everything else is pretty much good for Pitta people, except too much of papaya, too much of bananas, too much of mangoes. Those are heating in their post-digestive effect. So have them in moderation. I'm not going to say don't have them, but most fruits, sweet fruits, are good for Pitta people. So that's good news, right? Avoid just super sour fruits. For Kapha people also, most fruits are great for Kapha people, except probably banana is have it in moderation. They're heavier and they can be mucus causing. So I would say for fruit for Vata people, fruits I mentioned, and for Kapha people, just take it easy on the banana and also avocados because those are heavier. Yeah. And so one of the things is having healthier foods, healthier snacks on hand. That's something you can do right now in the preparation phase. It is so sorry. In the preparation phase is to really have like healthy snacks ready on hand, so that when you feel hungry, that you don't run to your go-to, whatever the junk foods. You can eliminate those. If you can get rid of them, that's the best, right? That's kind of optimizing your environment for the cleanse. So making your environment conducive to eating healthier foods, eating lighter foods, and also one thing that you might want to do, if you're able to, is to, detox from technology as well, as much as you can. I understand, you might have to work, but maybe setting times in your day, pockets of times in your day where you're even away from the Wi-Fi. Maybe you turn off the Wi-Fi altogether. If you're able to do that, would be wonderful and ideal. Just giving yourself pockets of times away from the screen. We have so much screen time these days, and our eyes are really overburdened. And so and maybe you have an eye pillow where you can just relax for a few moments, put your legs up on a nice cushion. So having those cushions, blankets, eye pillows, aromatherapy oils, diffusers, candles, those things that can really set the mood for deep relaxation. Those are things you can do right now in the preparation phase. And then people environment, right? There's also the people environment. So during the cleanse, it is a great time to just learn to enjoy your own company, not to do too much going out and running about. Obviously, that's going to make you, again, kind of, as soon as you leave the house, your cells to start to do this. So as much as you can, again, within reason, we're not going to, try to impose and enforce something impossible. But so you want to choose a time where you can really have at least 2 days of relaxed kind of a retreat setting for yourself. Yeah. And so I want to address the mindset piece of releasing some of these, the coffee, the maybe the evening alcohol, the processed foods, because, we may have been addicted. Yes, go ahead. Yes. What is that?
Is your vegetable your favorite?
I'm sorry, I hear two people speaking at once. So let me hear one question clearly. Yes? What's the question? Or you can type it in the chat. So or if you're driving, yeah. What's your question there, if you have a question? Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, so so setting clear intentions, right? So that's very, very important. What do you want out of your cleanse? Do you want to maybe write it down? Maybe again, you're using this cleanse as a portal into a brand new stage of your life, right? Maybe something ended and something new is about to begin, or you're looking for clarity, you're in the transitional phase. So writing down your intention becomes very powerful. Writing down is really encouraged because it's the first step to manifesting, right? From just holding in your mind, which is just in the ethereal realm, to putting it down on paper. Right there, you're making it physically manifest. So clarifying your intention is really, really helpful. Right? And then embracing a positive attitude instead of, going, looking at the things you can't do or the overwhelm of, just focus on what you can do, right? Focus on what you can do. That's really, really important. And then planning ahead, as I said, preparing those healthy snacks in advance is really, really helpful. And I was just also thinking about, in this visionary yoga that I teach, we want to look at really how we have, it's kind of eye-opening how we have given our power away to a cup of brown liquid called coffee, but it's just an inanimate liquid substance. If you just put it on the table there, it's just a liquid substance, right? And then, but we have all these stories around, oh, I can't get my day started unless I have that, right? Or all this fear around releasing this brown liquid, like I'm not going to be okay without it. And it seems like so trivial and so small, but actually it's very deep-seated, isn't it? It's subtle and it's deep-seated attachment that we've been living with for a really long time. And I believe how we do something is how we do many, many other things, And so when we look at this one attachment to, maybe it's coffee, maybe it's tea, maybe it's the evening glass of wine, and the fear and the psychological reactions we have around, releasing that, even just for a few days. We're not saying take it away forever, but just like 2 days, 5 days. And the emotional reaction that we have towards that, that tells us something about how deep-seated our attachment is. And so the thing to really understand here is it's not the actual thing we're trying to relinquish, it's actually our attachment that we're trying to let go of, right? It's the attachment that is so disempowering, that takes us, that unseats us from taking our inner seat as the true sovereign authority of our own lives. So if you believe that you are the absolute creator of your life, how many of you believe that you are the creator of your reality? You are the creator of your life. You can raise it in the, the reactions feature in this.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. So it's, you are, when you want to step into that, you are the creator of your reality, then, that means we get to set how we are, right? We get to set how we are. So look at this cleanse as an opportunity to actually look at, our subtle attachments to things, so coffee is, it's just a liquid brown liquid, right? And so are you going to be okay without that? Of course you are. Of course you are. And are you going to be whole and complete without that? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want you to step into, so instead of looking at the negatives of like the fear and the overwhelm, what if we just we highlighted the fact that you are whole and complete right now? This is so interesting that, so you are whole and complete as you are. Yeah. So I want us to do a mini meditation. Now, if you're driving, and I see you're driving, Adam, so don't close your eyes, but, I'm going to do a short mini meditation, and then we'll do a send off. I know it's 1:31 and I promised to be half an hour, but this will be just a few minutes long. Okay?
Miss, I need to ask you a question. When you will be back live again?
Yeah, can you
unmute? When you will be back live again?
Okay. I'm going to have to mute you, Adam. Okay, we're going to be going live today, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, right? And then on Saturday, it'll be 10 a.m. 10 a.m. will be our meditation and yoga nidra restorative session. That'll be very experiential. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, that will be the time we'll be doing the transition from the cleanse into clarity session, right? So the next 3 days at 1 p.m. Eastern, Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, yeah? And so I'll resend the email to you if you haven't got, and again, you can catch the replay if you're not able to join live, okay? So let's take a moment to upright our spine and just a short meditation here on releasing our deep-seated attachments. So take a deep breath, roll the shoulders up back and release your jaws, neck, shoulders, and feel kind of the cascade of release, this water flow of release flowing down from the crown of the head and out through the fingertips. Take another deep breath. And let it out long, right? So let's imagine, right, for a moment that you are packing your suitcase to go on a journey, right? And you're about to go on a journey to somewhere wonderful, somewhere you've never been, a dream destination, right? And as you are packing your bags, you notice that you have this suitcase that is crammed full of just old items, the foods, the beverages, the things that have been weighing you down, that you actually don't need, and that in this new destination, you're going to be receiving so much nourishment, fresh nourishment, local nourishment right there. And you actually don't need to be carrying all this heavy burden with you, right? And so, and you know, you're going to have to pay like extra for the luggage and all of that. And so you decide actually right there in the moment to just how attached you've been to this suitcase full of, you know, stuff and habits, and not just the stuff, but the stories that, you know, the things you've told yourself about how you absolutely need this, you know, stuff, your fears around releasing this stuff, all that crammed into this heavy suitcase. And as you try to lift it, it's like overweight, you know? And so you take a moment to actually just leave that entire suitcase behind. And in that moment, you feel such a wave of relief, right? You get to travel light on this journey. Take a deep breath. And as you embark on your journey, you're so light. And as you step into the airplane, you're like, wow, I've never traveled so light in my life. What a joy. You know, I don't have to worry about all this other stuff. I get to just be here and experience every moment of the journey and unfold it, and just really trust myself, trust life, that everything will be provided for the experience of wholeness in my life. And actually, the more I let go, the more capacity I have to receive the new, experiences, situations, and people in my life. So take a deep breath and just feel your wholeness right now, right? Let yourself feel your wholeness, resonate to wholeness, resonate to the sense of being a complete person, a complete being who needs nothing else to complete you. And this is the experience of your deepest self, your highest self. And in this state of freedom, where you have both your hands free, you're able to really climb higher. You're able to climb higher because you have both your hands free. So let's take a moment to take a deep breath and open your eyes. So today is the preparation phase for your cleanse. So I invite you to do this. Take a moment to just take a journal. Maybe if you have a regular journal that you write in, write your intention for this next 5 days of your cleanse. Even if you're not going to do the actual physical cleanse with the diet and the triphala and all of that, take this journey with me as a mental, emotional, mindset, heart set journey into a freer version of you. Because a lot of resources will be provided for you to do this. Yes. So I'm gonna and if you need to, you know, review, again, I've given you the documents for preparation for the shopping list, and I'm here for you if you post your questions in the Facebook group. That's what I would invite you to do. If you have questions that was not addressed here, please join the Facebook group and ask your questions there. And I'll be in there morning and evening to answer your questions. So I want to wish you an amazing new beginnings here. Right? Let's set the ground, set your intention. And tomorrow I'll be live to share with you the actual daily rituals, morning ritual, evening ritual. Right? And I'm going to come off of live now so I can feel the question from the live audience who's here with me in Zoom. And if you want to join me live tomorrow, if you're just watching as a Facebook live, then join me at the link that I've provided in that very post. And so you can sign up, and Zoom will give you a private link that you can join me to ask your questions here. All right, so I'll see you. I'm going to say goodbye on live stream,